North Country Union High School in Newport will delay the start of classes until Wednesday, September 4th. And students will have to start the year outdoors, in tents. A $5 million project over the summer failed to remove PCB chemical contamination. ABC 22's Jordan Barber was in Newport earlier today, and she is now live from the newsroom to tell us about the situation. Jordan?
The EPA requires all Vermont schools built before 1980 to be tested for PCB levels. 5 buildings in the North Country School District tested too high. The difference at North Country Union High School, the steps taken to remove the toxic chemicals over the summer didn't work. Preliminary PCB test results didn't come back until this past Tuesday. They showed chemical levels in half the classrooms in the high school's B wing have stayed the same or have even risen. Now, staff members are scrambling to set up makeshift classrooms for nearly 720 students.
We have spent the entire summer worrying about PCB levels and coming up with as many different plans as we could to bring students safely back to school. Our board 2 weeks ago gave us a directive to open school in person in the safest way as possible and as close to on time as possible.
The solution of 6 40 by 60-foot tents has not been met without concerns by parents. But Principal Chris Young says after COVID, it's a better solution than putting students back online. The tents will have solid floors, heating, and Wi-Fi. They can hold 2 to 3 classes at a time, and they can be used until winter.
This is certainly less than ideal, right? We don't start off a school year saying, wouldn't it be fun to be in tents? But having been a school principal during COVID and for a couple of years after COVID and then moving into this position as superintendent, I recognize that being remote and not being able to be in person was really detrimental for our students.
According to Superintendent Elaine Collins, the EPA has told them PCBs will have to be removed entirely in 3 to 5 years. She says this will be difficult and very expensive. For now, though, the goal is to lower the levels enough to use the classrooms again. North Country Union expects to see a second round of test results for affected classrooms by early next week. Another round of testing will also be conducted next month before any removal work is scheduled. Reporting live from the newsroom, Jordan Barber, ABC 22 News.